Welcome back to Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition. In case you were just joining us, just before the break, the Nomads took part in a CSR challenge. They took part in various activities in Loyangalani town. They cleaned, washed, fetched water, and performed many other tasks. It is yet another new day in Loyangalani, Mombasa County. By now, the Nomads are used to the morning workout routine and they don't seem to struggle anymore. They have already woken up, prepared themselves, and get at it without fail. Volleyball player Jane Washu is in charge of the morning workouts today. She takes the Nomads through body stretches. Stretching the body is important as it relaxes the body muscles. This could prevent muscle pulls, which could be very common for the Nomads in the challenges they take part in.
After 10 kilometers, I took to stretch vizuri. So ilifaa to stretch chini na juu. Si venye huwa tuna concentrate sana na chini na pia mikono ilitumika.
They stretch the arms, legs, waist, and they finally finish off with jumps. 6. This is the number of Nomads left to compete for the 1 million shilling prize on the Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition. Camels are mammals with long legs, a big-lipped snout, and a humped back. There are two types of camels: dromedary camels, which have one hump, and Bactrian camels, which have two humps. They are known to survive in hot climate conditions due to their humps. Camels' humps consist of stored fat, which they can metabolize when food and water is scarce. In addition to their humps, camels have other ways of adapting to their environment. They have a third, clear eyelid that protects their eyes from blowing sand. 2 rows of long lashes also protect their eyes. Sand up the nose can be a problem, but not for camels. They can shut their nostrils during sandstorms, which are quite common in the desert. Mombasa County is populated by various ethnic communities and include the Cushitic Rendile, Gabra and Borana, as well as the Nilotic Samburu and Turkana. These communities are nomadic pastoralists who mainly herd camels. This brings us to the first challenge of the day, the Camel Challenge. The Nomads are done with their morning training and breakfast. They are now preparing for their next challenge. For them, water is crucial and cannot be left behind in any challenge. They then board the overland truck and the journey begins to their next destination. It's rather hot as usual and this makes the Nomads fall asleep. They are finally at their next destination, and with camels around, I'm pretty sure the Nomads have a hint as to what their next challenge could be.
This week's challenge, you're required to handle camels. You're required to move them from one point to another and milk them.
Indeed, their next challenge is the Camel Challenge. The Nomads are required to move the camels from one point to another. The white flag is the starting point where they will be required to start the challenge and come back with their assigned camel.
With me here is Dima. He's going to teach you on how to milk them and move them. Pay close attention, for this challenge has a reward. The winner gets to keep the milk. All the best.
Dima, who is a herdsman and the owner of these camels, gives the Nomads instructions on how to handle the camels.
Hii venye ngamia venye ikiwa inafunga mguu, kwanza wakati nafunga mguu hasa ni wakati usiku. Wakati wa usiku inafunga mguu ili isiwe inaenda mbali kwa msitu huko waende wakule malisho. Ukitaka kukamua pia unafunga mguu. Unafunga mguu ili ngamia iko na mguu ya hii mguu ya nyuma inaweza kupiga nini, inaweza kukupiga mbaya sana, inakupiga nyuma hivi. So to avoid that, unafunga mguu ndio unaanzia kwanza, unashikashika matiti hivi mpaka inaanza kuleta maziwa. Ikileta maziwa ndio unaanza kukamua.
Some of the nomads look anxious, while others are scared, and some like Pascal are just curious.
When I saw the camel, I just said, oh, today is going to be the day. Because one thing about camels is that a camel can cry, a camel can kick so hard, a camel can even kill, and a camel is very fast. So looking at those options, I was telling myself that today is the day. When I saw the posts, the flag posts from end to end, I said, and then I imagined, if these donkeys were to go that way and this way, back and forth, then it's going to be mayhem today.
After the instructions, they begin the challenge. Using their sticks and a special language they have been taught, they are required to move the camels in the shortest time possible from point A to B.
Nice, brah, nice, brah, nice, brah, nice, brah. I love that, brah.
The nomads seem to be having a rough start as the camels begin to move together. Their attempts to separate them and compete against each other are futile.
Nice. A camel looks, it's scary. It looks scary. So for me, I was just thinking of what if the camel bites me? What if it kicks me? You know, because the kicks, also the hooves are like a plate. It's so big. So I was just wondering now if it kicks me in this hot sun or it turns and bites me because it's so long, so tall, I mean. So those were my fears. And I was like, okay, how do you lead this animal in a straight line and then you make it also go back, and I've never handled a camel before.
The nomads clearly did not pay attention to the set of instructions given to them by Dima. What the nomads also don't know is these camels move together when they feel threatened.
Kwa somehow trick cause sasa ngamia kuna venye ukifuata as in the way you try like control iende inakimbia, but venye wasi walikuwa wanasema si kwamba inakimbia, ikianza kuwa kama inataka kukimbia usikimbie, usifuate kama unaikimbisha juu ndio itaongeza speed. So venye ilikuwa na control to the last point ilianza kubehave kai nataka kukimbia, so mimi nikaikimbisha. Ilikimbia tu sana, nikakimbia mbio yangu yote ikaisha, sijaikimbia hivyo.
Today it was more of an LOL moment because I can imagine how my wife and kids will feel seeing me chase a camel and then just try to milk the camel. Yeah, so Beatrice, Riley, it had to be done. But it went awesome. I knew that I'm always an animal lover. I love animals, I don't kill insects. I believe in conserving nature and everything having a right to live. And I got to know the softer side of a camel after Daniel ended up chasing a camel and it ended up crying. So it was very dramatic and I learned a lot.
The nomads begin to run, and as they start to run, the camels begin to run as well. Daniel Otieno, on the other hand, is having an even rougher time compared to the rest of the nomads. His camel decides to wander off and head in a totally different direction. He struggles to bring the camel back, but this takes up all his patience. He eventually brings the camel closer to the designated course for today's challenge. Daniel thinks he's managed, but alas. The camel runs again. This frustrates the rugby player, and this time he gives up.
It's pregnant, it's crying, you begin to feel sorry for the thing, and then you don't want to hit it. You see, I'm not going to beat myself up about it or feel bad. It wants to be alone, it wants to be alone for now. So Itarudi.
The nomads have been struggling for a while now, and they have been moving as a group instead of individually. They managed to bring the camels back, but as a group. This means they have failed the challenge. Fortunately for them, this is not an elimination challenge, and they live to fight another day.
Ile tu nilikuwa najipea roho, but venye ilianza kukimbia, mimi nikakimbizana nayo. Nikanote kumbe inaweza toka kuniliko, but ilikuwa challenging zaidi. Juu kuzifanya venye unaambiwa uziambie zifanye, hazikuwa zinatusikia. First ziliwekwa pamoja, ngamia zote. So mmoja tu akikimbia zote nazo zimeanza mbio. So tulikuwa tushamaki ni yangu. Ukiona inakimbia, I think tulikuwa tunadhani ukikimbia ufike huko mbele before ifike, usimame itasimama. But inaenda tu.
Don't go away. Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads edition, will be right back.